What up, guys? I'm here today with another video on real estate. And all about the video today, the video is about saving money when you're buying a house. All right? So I'm finna give you some good tips how to make money and save tremendous money. But before I get into that, I want you to think about this. The fastest way to be unsuccessful is being impatient and being greedy. Think about it now. Being impatient and being greedy, you will not be successful. All right? But let's get into the video. All right. If you're thinking about buying a house right now or in the near future, this is what I want you to look at. All right? You buy a house. Let's say, all right, all right, my first house, right? I was extremely novice to buying a home. I thought I was smart. I thought I knew it all. You know, I'm going out here. I'm just making mistake. I almost got sued for $10,000. I mean, that was my whole down payment, right? I almost got sued for $10,000 because I'm moving so fast, not really knowing what I'm doing and thinking I'm knowing what I'm doing, right? So here we go. My first home I purchased, right? It was $130,000, right? It was actually $135,000. I got them down to $130,000, right? Okay, $5,000. Woo-hoo. So the purchase price is $130,000, right? So when you buy this house, you got to put down, using an FHA loan, you got to put down 3.5%, which is, what's that, Kurt? 3.5% of $100,000. That's just rounded. 3%, $3,500 plus another $5,000, close to $5,000, right? So I'm like, closing costs. That's one thing people don't tell you about. When you do an FHA loan right now in 2020, FHA loan, even a conventional loan, it's so expensive, the closing costs, right? But the great thing about it, if you're buying a home to live in, not an investment property, this is a primary residence, you can get 100% help with closing costs. So, you know, when I buy my rental properties and, you know, it say I got to put $15,000 down, then you got closing costs is $7,000. If I'm buying an investment property, the maximum that the seller can contribute to that to that closing cost is maybe like 20%. They can't pay the entire closing costs. That's the difference. So if I'm buying a home for my personal residence, FHA loan or conventional loan, all you have to do is live in the house. They will pay 100% of your closing costs. Okay? So I didn't realize this at the time when I was buying my first home. So when I bought my first house at $130,000, I said, how about this? I actually got them down to $125K. No, I got them at $130,000. I got them to $125K. That's what I got them down to, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm saving $5,000, right? But if I would have purchased, what I ended up doing this, $125K, I pay the closing costs and I pay. So I'm looking at $5,000 plus closing costs, looking at about $7,000. Looking at about $12K down payment because I gotta pay this closing cost. Closing cost is $7,000, right? Closing cost is usually 4% of the purchase price. So I'm like, okay, $12,000. But check me out right here now. If I go up to, because the seller, he getting the same amount no matter what. He getting 125 straight, or if he get 130 and he pay my closing costs, I gotta put down, instead of putting down $12,000, now I'll put down $5,000. $5,000 to get you a whole house. I'm talking about land, a roof, granite countertops, carpet, front door, back door. $5,000, right? All because at first I was like, I want the lower price. Lower price does not always mean best, because think about it. You paying over, you know, you paying this over a 30-year mortgage. 30-year mortgage. So the difference in the payment at 125 and 130 is probably less than $25. So it's not a big difference. But the key is the seller is willing to pay the closing costs. So for a lot of people, when you're buying a house right now, And the most important thing is that down payment. Down payment plus closing costs, it adds up fast. I mean, tremendously, right? So this is a tip. When you're buying a home and they want $130,000 for it, you thinking about offering 120 or 125, just think, okay, if I pay the full price he's asking for, and he pays my closing costs, you're saving $7,000 down. I mean, over the long term, you're paying it for 30 years, so the payment might be a little higher, but the down payment, you get a whole house for $5,000. Nowhere in the world you can get that, except for when you're buying a home to live in, you can get the seller to pay the entire closing costs, or if you want to get help from a parent or a family friend, only when you're going to live in the property, they can contribute 100% to closing costs. So you got a grandma that's older and she got plenty of money and she want to help you buy your house, she can pay 100% of closing costs. That's the great thing about primary residence. But when you become to investing, and when you're investing, you got to put 20%. That's a whole nother video. But just to get to it, in a rental property, and you're buying a property, the seller can only pay 1% of your closing costs. So it's more of an investment property. That's the difference. So this video, you learn the higher price does not always mean bad case. Because I take the higher price and I ask the seller to pay closing costs. Because now I got into that same house and I saved, putting down 20 grand, I put down 10 grand. And you're saving on your down payment, and it's a lot easier to come up with 5,000 than 12,000. So check it out. When you move into Vero Beach, you can find me, George Do Real Estate, or Instagram, Gibson Money Talk. You can check the link above or below. You see it. Look at me, Vero Beach, Florida. We're a hot market right now. People are moving here from everywhere. Check me out.
Share, subscribe.
Oh, yeah.